Recently, I saw Stephanie Perry stream live from her adult spring break cruise, and as she was speaking, she panned across the water. The sun was shining, the water was glistening, it was very peaceful. And as I watched the gentle waves rock back and forth, I started to feel as if I was on the boat with her. And that got me to thinking, maybe this is something we should discuss. Motion sickness, what it is, and more importantly, how to treat it. But first, hola, bonjour, ciao, konnichiwa, jumbo, ni hao, namaste, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, assalamu alaikum, shalom. Welcome. I'm Dr. Michelle Scullock with MyStethoscopeTravels, and on this channel, I help people prepare for international travel by reviewing the latest medical recommendations for traveling to destinations around the world. We talk about what to do before you go, we share tips on staying healthy while you travel, and if the unforeseen should occur, I discuss where to seek medical care abroad so that you can boldly explore all the corners of the world feeling more confident, less stressed, and have more fun. So, if this sounds good to you, then like this video, subscribe to my channel, tell your travel companions, and if you think this information would be helpful to others, like it, share it, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload the next video. And remember, though I am a real doctor and board certified in internal medicine in the United States, I am not your doctor. So please discuss any medical concerns you have with your primary physician who knows your medical history best. For some people, spring break means a cruise to a warmer destination, and for others, it means road trip. But if you're one of those people who suffers from that queasy, uncomfortable feeling, don't worry, you're not alone. Motion sickness is a very common condition that occurs when there's a disagreement between what our bodies feel and what our eyes are seeing. Most of the time, it's when we're in motion, whether that's in a car or on a boat. That confusion can lead to a number of uncomfortable feelings. Those feelings can come on quite suddenly and would include nausea, even to the point of vomiting, headache, perspiration, increased salivation, and just sort of a general fatigued, wiped out feeling. And though most of the times it occurs while we're moving, it can also occur when we're being still and our eyes are seeing movement, like if we're watching a video or a movie, if we're like watching a VR headset and there's a roller coaster. So as long as there's disagreement, motion sickness can occur. According to the National Institute of Health, or NIH, there are several effective ways to treat motion sickness. First, keep your eyes on the horizon. Find a fixed spot and look at that. Controlled, slow, moderately deep breathing that's not synced to the movement of your vehicle can also help. So, if the train is going back and forth like this, or a boat, then breathing not on the rhythm, not on the beat, and more slowly is effective. Next, try changing position. Now that might mean stabilizing your head against the headrest or lying down so that your shoulders, hips, and knees are more stable and steady with minimal movement may be helpful. Also, move towards the front, like to the front seat of the car. Try music, using it as a pleasant distraction. My favorite, ginger, except it has to be real ginger. And so that might include ginger ale, ginger beer, ginger tea. Sip on that along with some ginger snaps. And these have been shown to help the symptoms of nausea. Next, consider acupressure. Now this can be in the form of acupressure bands or C-bands that are placed on the wrist about 3 finger breadths below the bend of the wrist. So about here and between the tendons of the arm. For me, I can feel it, it's about right here. The bands have a solid disc, and that disc should sit right at this pressure point. And the pressure point has a name, I don't remember the name, put a note in the description for that as well. Now, if these strategies have not been effective, there are both over-the-counter and prescription medications that can be used for the treatment of motion sickness. Medications used for motion sickness are most effective when used early in the symptoms. So when they first start and you start to feel those symptoms, then is a good time to use them. There are both over-the-counter and prescription medications used for both prevention and treatment of motion sickness. These include dimenhydrinate, which is one of the generic medications used in the brand name of Dramamine. There is meclizine, which is a different form of Dramamine. These can both be sedating, and to varying degrees. People may respond differently. I know I do. So you may want to try them before your trip or while you're not working and when you're not driving to avoid sedation and some side effects. There's a patch containing scopolamine, which is placed prior to departure and can be worn for up to 72 hours right behind the ear on this bony prominence. It too contains side effects and should not be used for some people with certain medical conditions. One of the side effects is dizziness, and so that could easily be confused with motion sickness. So please review your medical conditions and the side effects of these medications with your physician or travel medicine specialist. There is another effective medication with slightly fewer side effects that's available outside of the United States. I'll put the name also in the video in case you have access to this when you're traveling. According to the NIH, preventing motion sickness is more effective than treating it. So if you're interested in learning more about those triggers, I'll leave a link in the description regarding a video wherein I cover this, ways to prevent motion sickness. You can find that below. So these are the most proven ways to treat motion sickness. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and remember to share the video. If you are planning an international trip with a group, or if you're a travel professional planning an international trip and would like me to speak to your group, then hit me up at hello@MyStethoscopeTravels.com. You can also go to MyStethoscopeTravels.com and download my international packing list. It's free. Go ahead, head on over there, and I'll put a link in the description for it as well. So until next time, safe travels. Bye-bye.